But the weavery also makes what they wear for everyday work clothes. These blue with white stripes are their work clothes. And these little people, I think Mom got over there for on one of her trips.
You got a pair too?
I don't have a pair, no, but can you stand up? I want you to say what the fabric, or what do they call there?
They're just called, it's their work outfit, or what they would wear every day. Busserelle.
There it is, Mr.
Yeah, Busserelle. Okay, now, what?
Are you done?
Well, I think we could talk a little bit more about what we're wearing and
Oh, yeah, let's
everything.
talk about what you're wearing. You tell them your story.
Well, after I had gotten exposed to so much of this stuff, I decided I was going to sew my own bunad. And it's the embroidery and everything I have done myself. And that was after I was diagnosed with breast cancer first time. So I said, I'm going to do something, that's worth something. And it takes a long time to embroider all of this, and then to sew the whole outfit together, and the shirt, I decided that to their pattern. And I had thought about it when we were over there the last time, for the third time before I did this. And when I went to the store, when we were going to be leaving the next morning or even that evening, and the store was closed because they closed for the summer holiday. So and that's what they say, we're all on holiday. They closed their stores, and this was in Oslo. And I was just like, what? And so what I actually did was I made out an order and ordered the bunad, is what the costume is called, from different regions. Now, they all have the name bunad, but they're all different places. And this happened to be near Valdres, where my grandmother came from. And so it was, I didn't even know for sure what I was getting but it came in the mail, and it was amazing that the only thing, I made a mistake. When I cut out the top, the vest, I cut it like an inch too small all the way around the edge. And I thought, how am I going to work with this? Well, then I had to change the closing some in the front here. And it was quite an adventure. I mean, really, I did enjoy it.
In front, show the skirt is all embroidered too.
Well, they can see that when I move along. I'm not that picky. Let's see. If there's anything else. Yeah, well, I talked about dancing in the Metrodome, and that was these costumes. Right here were our dance costumes. This was, I just made on my own, and so I could just have something else to think about when I was fighting cancer. And so it seemed to work out, well, it helped. Let's just put it that way. So then let's get back to the Viking ship, was built in the potato warehouse, and Rob and Kathy both remember the day we said it hatched out of the potato warehouse. They pushed the whole brick front down, just on wherever, on the sidewalk or whatever, and here they just pulled this ship out of the basement warehouse. And so it was on display for quite a while in Holly, and we did our dancing and in those costumes, and we were many people introduced, and I don't remember if there was an actual representative from Norway there, but I know we had a American ambassador to Norway from in the group, and so then, when it was done, finished in 1980, then was loaded onto a big truck. You know how we are in Minnesota, a lot of all the things, everything goes on a truck. And they hauled it to Duluth. And so that's where it spent in dry dock that whole winter. And then they headed out and they were trying to prove it to see if it could sail, if it really would sail out in Duluth Harbor. And actually the waters up there are quite, you know, well, not ocean, but ocean-like at times up there. And so let's see, what we got any, yeah, it was launched from there in 1980 and went down the route with following
St.
where the
Lawrence,
Great Lakes
St.
go.
Lawrence
What?
Seaway?
Yes,
St. Lawrence, yeah.
yes, and all the way down to New York City. And then it was on display there quite a while. And then the next year, and they did sail it to Norway. But in the meantime, like I said earlier, which some of you weren't here yet, the poor man whose idea and built it, he died of cancer before he got to sail it himself to Norway. But he sailed it out there on the
Lake Superior?
yes, on Lake Superior, right, that whole waterworks there. So it was proved, and so then, well, who's gonna sail on this thing? Who's not afraid to cross the Atlantic Ocean on this homemade thing? And there were quite a few from right around where we lived that did. And the one was married to a second cousin of my husband's. And he came back, he was fine, nobody died on the ship or anything like that. And then they docked at Bergen, Norway, when they came in there. So this was in celebration of Scandinavia today. And that's why,
Where's the ship stored now?
okay, the ship is in Moorhead, Minnesota. If you've been at the Yumcombe Center, that's where the name comes from, and the ship is right there. And I mean, it makes me, get kind of a strange feeling that I helped raise money for that thing to be built. And so it came back to very close. And I said, we gotta have the museum right here in Hawley, where it was built. And my husband looked at me and he says, are you nuts? He said, who wants to be sitting down there attending that ship all the time? And I said, well, there might be others besides me who would sit at a museum, and check people in and out and whatnot. No, it went to Moorhead then. And it's called the Yumcombe Center. It's right down by the river. And so right before you go into Fargo, if anybody ever goes up that way. So, okay, Kathy, you got something to add? Oh,
Take a look.